What is up, my freaks and freakets? My freakalings. We're back. Another video. It's push day today. And it's late. Like last time. It's late. It's always late. It's always late. I just drove through like an hour of freaking traffic just to get to the gym. I ate way too long ago. Luckily I have my carbs and EAAs. I'm probably gonna drink a little more of this. We're drinking pretty much half of it, but it's like the only way I could curb my hunger. But damn, man, I am hungry. It's another low day. I'm doing high day, low days. So one high day right now, 2 low days. It doesn't matter which day it is. I'm still hungry. Like I might like be full, but that like signal to eat is still there. And it's getting to the point like when you're in prep, like I start like looking at like ads or just movies when they're eating, and I'm like, oh my god, that looks good. Oh my god, that looks good. Like I saw this truck, this semi truck with like this ad on there, and it had like shitty Denny's breakfast on it, like some almonds, and bro, those almonds looked so good. They're just almonds. They're just fucking almonds. But damn, I gotta pee, man. I don't know if you've heard seen my other video, but I have some anxiety when it comes to peeing, and I gotta pee. But we're 14 minutes away from the gym, so I hope I'll make it. I was thinking about that today of peeing. I wonder how, like no one ever thinks about certain occupations. Like, when are you gonna eat? When are you gonna go to the bathroom? But you know, like cops sit out in a highway to like kind of deter traffic from speeding. Like, when do they pee? I was thinking about that. Like, if I was a cop and I was sitting out there, like just have my lights on to like slow traffic down, I'd have to bring like a gallon, like an empty gallon with me so I could just pee in it, because I wouldn't have a bathroom. Like, so be it, but I don't know, kind of funny. But yeah, I'm hungry. This high day, low day is actually working, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm slowly, I hate saying chipping away, but we're slimming down slowly and slowly. Like, I'm only at 30 minutes of cardio, which is nice. I'm only using the treadmill. I've used the stair stepper the last few times, but I don't really feel like getting a gym membership, getting in the car, driving. I really didn't. I could do it now because there's no snow, but man, my truck, I have to park it outside, and it would be frozen over every morning, and I'd have to sit and wait. But now, you know, it's becoming spring, I don't really have to do it anymore, so I could, but it would be like another 15-minute drive just to get to the gym, just to do cardio, and it's not really cash money when I have a clubhouse that has treadmills. It's not bad. If I really want to up the cardio, I can just do elliptical, but I'm just walking fast at a pretty decent incline, and it's working. And I always tell myself when I'm deep into this like this, train hard, do less cardio. So every time I'm in the gym, I'm like, all right, I gotta hit this hard, so I do less cardio. Because, you know, more muscle stimulus will burn more calories because your muscles are demanding food. So that's the goal. Becomes the goal. Just demand more. Make a bigger hole of calories for yourself. But yeah, it's all right. Name of the game. This morning I was nice and hungry, and I tried to sit in it, nice and good, meditate in it, because that's like, I don't know how true it is, but that's like the fat burning stage. So I was sitting in it, reminiscing in it, and I was like, all right, I'm burning fat. Dwell in this. This is good. This is a good feeling. But later in the day, man, I'm just like constantly, I'm starting to watch the time, which is not fun. I'm starting to look at the time. I'm like, damn, it's only been an hour. Damn, it's only been an hour and a half. Like, it's not time to eat yet. But then, like, finally, it gets to like 3 or 4, and I usually eat around then. But I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to like be in traffic. I should wait a little longer. And it's just like itching. I'm like, I just like eat, and then I eat it, and it takes me like 2 seconds, and I just vacuum it. Ugh. Another 2 months of this? Oh my God. If it was easy, everyone would do it. If it was easy, everyone would be sick and shredded. But it's all good. Like I said, I feel like it's worth it. I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't. And there's no sicker feeling than being diced. Like, you just feel really cool. And I think I'll dig down hard enough where I'll start to, you want to get ready early, and we get ready early, and then we can build into the show, which is cool. You always, I feel like, look better when you build into the show. Not that I'm like super experienced in it, but it just makes more sense, because when you're dieting, you're flat, you're depleted, you're kind of like tired. But when you start like adding the food in, you're still hungry. You're still like burning like a furnace. Sorry, you're still hungry, but now you're starting to burn like a furnace. You're putting like kindling on the fireplace. And once you do that, then you start to like, you're filling out, even though you're still like staying lean, and you're building muscle, and you're not like super tired. You're doing less cardio. Your legs aren't as stringy. Your legs aren't as tired. You can do more in the gym. It just all works out. It's kind of like you get really low enough, and then you have time to like kind of make a couple steps up, which I think is just a cool game plan in theory, as well as in proper practice. But I mean, I guess a pro of like a good silver lining of going late is less people and less anxiety, less feeling of judgment while I'm filming in the gym, because I always feel weird about that. But we'll see. I mean, it's a Tuesday evening, so, but man, this is late. This is like really late. I do not like being at the gym this late. I drink like half a Monster on my way to work, because I have a tendency to fall asleep on the highway. And I drink a Red Bull at work, and then I finished the Monster on my way back. So I finished it really late. So that is, if I don't sleep tonight, that's the reason. But I know this isn't true, but I like to think I can train hard enough and outwork a caffeine intake, which you kind of can. If you train your muscles hard enough after a leg day, I'll tell you, I'm passing out. But it's a chest day, so it's going to be a little hard. But I think as long as I'm pushing hard and I exhaust myself, there's a possibility. Nothing's impossible. Another funny thing that I've been looking at, because I'm living in Utah right now and falling in love with the mountains, and I'm looking at properties, because we're going to probably move in the next couple of years out of here. And I'm looking at properties like, there's Wyoming, I'm looking at properties in like Midwest, where I'm from. And they're great, but they're like, there's just something like, I guess something about the mountains that I've really liked. Like the open areas and the land and the rolling hills. Like, it's kind of just, sorry, I bet you just yawned too. It's kind of just nice compared to like the trees and the coverage that the Midwest offers. I mean, there's a lot of open areas in the Midwest, like big farms and stuff that are flat and whatnot with no trees, but like living on a plains, like in Wyoming, like East Wyoming and South Dakota and North Dakota, where it's just completely flat, is a little rough. Like, it's cool, excuse me, but I don't know, I really prefer those like rolling hills and mountains, even if it's just a little bit. Like, there's spots in Wyoming that it might be flat, but rolling hills. And man, like, I've been looking at places in Wyoming, Montana, and even South Dakota that have like those rolling hills. And there's so much land, like I'm looking at like 10 acres, 20 acres. But dude, imagine if I raised cattle or sheep. I was looking at that today, like, how do you do that? And people can do that. You can do that as like a side business to get going. Like, you start with like a few sheep or a few cattle, they reproduce, you sell a few, they keep reproducing, they sell it, you sell a few, make a profit, you sell a few, like it just like builds up, and you just sell a few, and then you can kind of expand off that money, and turns into its own little business until you're making like, a couple years later, you can invest more into it, like bigger areas. And if you're selling enough, you can make a good living. But I mean, even if it's like a side thing, it seems like kind of worth it, kind of fun. I don't know how much work it would be. Like I have no clue, but it just seems kind of fun. Like just owning that, and like sheep seem really low cost. Up front, they're low cost, and then like the feed is low cost, but like you have to watch them because they get sick and stuff, and they like to find ways to die. Cows are really expensive up front, but they're less, like you have to watch them. More feed and stuff, you have to watch them less. They don't die as easily compared to sheep. So I don't know, just something I learned today. But it'd be a really kind of maybe the wife wants to get chickens, so maybe I just get a couple sheep. That'd be kind of cool. But, alright. Chest day. I'm feeling good. Let's do Alright, after traveling through a wormhole and the warp alike, we finally made it to the gym. It is loud, so I'll see what I can do. See what I can say that you guys can hear. I'll try to speak clearly and loudly, confidently. Of course, maybe late, but the gym is still packed. Then I made it to the bathroom, by the way, without peeing myself, so in case you were wondering. Oh, my shoulders are feeling a little something, but I think we'll be okay. It's loud, I'm tired, I'm hungry, so let's get through this workout quickly, efficiently. With aggression? Question mark? Interrogative? Alright, here we go. I'm trying out country rock today. A country rock playlist, and it's playing a song from Cars, so today's the day. Daily reminder, wipe down your sheet at a public gym. Lazies. Alright, don't worry, not the weight. I know I'm weak, but this is also my backup set. My top set's not the greatest anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I just gotta do it, man. Man, my toes were curling like I was taking it in the butt. Give me extra strength. Alright, I just finished chest press. I worked in with somebody, so I don't really feel like filming. It takes a little too much time, and I don't know. awkwardness. But I'll give you a recap anyways. So for those that, I guess nobody really knows, but at one point I dropped a barbell doing incline bench. Haven't done it really since. Bar rolled out of my hands and I dropped it right here. And now I have this like scar tissue cartilage right under the tip of my sternum. So it's like a hard part that goes like this. And it's like crunchy. So now when I do like chest press or anything that like kind of involves like pushing down and like stretching it, I can feel it crunch. Like I feel it on pec deck too. And I'm becoming afraid that when I get leaner, I can see it more when I vacuum. You can see it right there. Try to. Yeah. So hopefully it doesn't detract too much from my physique and look too weird. I'm not too happy about it. It doesn't hurt. It's just crunchy and annoying, but it is what it is. Oh my God. Sorry, I should have filmed from this end. A little better lighting, but I'll show you right here. A little hard to see, but you get it. Hopefully it doesn't appear when I become saran wrapped with skin. Praying so. Fuck, man. These are making me feel exhausted. Oh, I'm hungry. In case you're wondering. Oh man, I bet you since I just got 12 reps on that, next week I'm gonna get like 4. I feel like it's like every other week I go up, go down. It's like stock market with the shoulder press over here. Or, yeah, I don't know. Oil prices doesn't really correlate. Man, I don't know what it is, but I just like, my arms are like such a mental weak point for me. I don't know if it's my shoulders that are just overpowering, but I just always feel like my arms are just so small, man. But man, with the pump, I'm a little more happier. I need to break the stringer more. I feel like I'm doing nip slips. Bigger forearms and arms is what I wish for in the genie of the bottle. Alright, I gotta top off the shoulders, hit the final delt piece, round them out, or whatever, man. I don't really like this pec deck machine for rear delts. I have to like choke up on it. I feel like the Life Fitness or Hammer Strength one are the best ones. I don't know. Straight bars. This one's a little too old. Not all old machines are good in my opinion. Some of them are good, but the future is now, old man. We use drones to kill people and robots. Alright, that's all she wrote for whatever I was doing, push muscles. I gotta do the everyone's favorite abs. So I just try to breathe at the side of my abs and then keep my stomach sucked in like a vacuum. I don't know. I'd say it's a lot harder than it looks. And I do 50 seconds on and 10 seconds off. So it's almost 3 minutes straight. Damn. I'm getting way better at this. Way less shakes in the first one. The second one always gets harder. And the third one feels impossible, but we'll see. Alright, last one's the hardest. I just go until I pretty much can't. Alright, that's a new record. Hold that one for 1 minute 20. It's pretty good. Whenever I'm in these moments like these, I always hold on, let me fix the camera. Whenever I'm in moments like these, I always think of like either my experiences, like put myself back in boot camp or a hard PT, or even think about like, you know, SEAL selection or Special Forces selection. Like, I don't know, if you picture yourself like doing crazy hard shit like that, in perspective, this isn't that bad. You can hold a fucking plank for a minute, man. It's not that bad. Like, you could be doing so much worse. You could be in so much worse. So, it always just helps me. It always helps putting things in perspective. Especially when you complain about this bodybuilding thing or whatnot, like I do. Man, all this country music makes me want to go grab my hat and go to the rodeo. Put on my boots. I don't know. Maybe if I ever stop doing this bodybuilding thing, maybe I go full blown into ranching. Maybe that is my calling. I'll admit it though. I've definitely had a lot of doubtful thoughts to like quit bodybuilding. I do every year, but I feel like this is more solidified because I'm more into it. I've invested more, and I feel like I've gotten less out of it than I expected. So it's kind of killed my hopes. So I've like thought about all the other lifestyles I could do, and one of them is just go full-blown Western rancher, because that's a lifestyle, and I don't think you can do both lifestyles. I mean, you probably could, but you can only put 100% into one thing. But yeah, maybe this is a temporary thing, and maybe I'm built for something else, like being a cowboy. But, like I always say, I can quit, just not today. I can quit tomorrow. And it's not like I could start like being a rancher today anyways, or changing my lifestyle anyways, with the, not predicament I would say, but the scenario I'm in. I'm here for the wife go to school, and I live in a super suburb, so it's not like I could just start a ranch or being a cowboy right now. So there's no reason to stop trying this bodybuilding thing. But maybe the next chapter. We'll see. We'll see how these next few years play out. All right. Last bit, man. I feel like the leg lifts work my lower abs, and these work my upper abs, but really they both just do everything, so just different mechanisms. No, it probably is upper lower. Oh. He's definitely stretched everything way more like an accordion, which I like. I like that feeling. I feel like you don't get a lot of stretching with your abs. Oh, fuck. Alright, don't worry. There's not anyone over here. Not impeding. The gym is very much cleared out. Much less people, so don't worry. I just think this has better lighting a little bit. Oh, I need a burger. Oh man, I feel like I've been kind of strung out. I don't know, man. feel like I lost some pop, but it's just me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just really self-critical. I just feel like I'm deflating. That's all better. Get this light over me. You know, I might have... Okay, I took my earbuds out and the gym was so loud, so I'm sorry if you can't really hear me very well. I don't know. I'm gonna have to put the fucking mic like in my throat or something. But I could just wear a mask. Put the mic in the mask. I don't know. But if you couldn't hear me when I was posing, I felt very bad. I just feel very small, very weak, very strung out. I'm not even like that deep into prep, but I just feel, I don't know, man. I feel like every time I do this, I'm always like, what the heck did I do the last year? Like, I took all this time to go put on all this mass and weight. I got super heavy, and then I look at myself and I'm like, dude, I haven't changed a freaking bit. And so I just feel, I don't know, the compounding of why am I doing this question. But then I turned around as soon as I was done posing, and one of the other really cool gym bros, definitely a huge dude, huge mofo, one of the hardest workers, like probably the hardest worker in the gym, besides me, of course. I don't know where I stand there. I feel like I work hard, but then I see this guy and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? But he did the nice, and I was like, fuck yeah, man. And I don't mean to get religious, but JC's my homie, and I just feel like those moments are kind of like, you know, JC reminding us, like, hey, I got you, you know, like, he just put that in there for me, like, I know you feel bad about yourself, but here's this. You're doing great. You know, a little uplifting, like, I might feel really shitty, but, or it's just like, you know, great people at the gym, like, it was just great timing. It was just great timing. Like, every time, I feel like every time I felt really bad about myself, someone has come up and been like, bro, you look great, I wish I could look like you. And it's like, you know what? I might feel really bad, but like, it's a good reminder that people still, it feels really pretentious to say look up to me, but people still, yeah, I don't really have another bird. I don't want to sound pretentious, but I understand that people, maybe I inspire people. People are impressed. That's the word. I don't know. I'm trying to be as objective as possible, but it's just a helpful reminder that even though I feel shitty about how I look and I don't think I look good, other people think I look good. There, that's what it is. And I should be just aware of that. I think I don't think I need to be proud of it, but I think I need to just remember that like, maybe that's just a helpful reminder to look how far I've come. You know, look back at younger you, and like, I bet younger me would have been amazed on how we look now. Like he would have, because I remember younger me when I first got into this, when I was, 20 years old, Marine Corps, 2019, 2020-ish, 2019. When I first got into it, I was in the Marine Corps. I was a skinny stream bean running, you can't really bodybuild in the Marine Corps. It's kind of hard. It's really, really hard. And also I didn't know what I was doing. That's why I like to say I started when I got out. But when I first, got interested in bodybuilding, I was watching Artemis Dolgin. Dude, I don't know what he's doing now. He's like in Russia. I don't know what he's doing. I was watching him and some other dudes, and they would do this camp every year where they would just clang weights, run on Venice Beach, shirtless, just a bunch of bros. They would rent a house together and they would just lift. They would take pictures on like the beach and the rocks, like old school, like just totally praising the golden era of bodybuilding, like what classic bodybuilding is, like doing some artistic stuff. And man, I loved that stuff. But the crazy thing is how big I thought those dudes were compared to where I was. And I bet if I was with those dudes, I would match up with them, if not bigger than almost all of them. If not all of them. I mean, there was Pete Hartwig. I still admire. His posing is so artistic. And he's a bodybuilder. He's nice. He's not like a super big, like open bodybuilder, but he's definitely got like a classic physique. And like, I don't know, I probably have the same size as him right now, if not bigger. Like I didn't think it, like it's just crazy when I look back on these people I admired and how they were so big in my eyes, and like yet I can't see the drastic difference between myself back then and now. I only see like, because I see myself every day, I'm just like, dude, I haven't changed. I don't know. And because even when I look back at pictures, I see much less change compared to like my lady. She's like, holy crap, you like ate that other person. And I'm like, I feel like I look the exact same. So I don't know, man. It's a struggle. That's why I have a coach. Because I know I don't have a very good eye for this, especially with myself. So it's very much a necessity for me because, yeah, it's very hard for me to see myself not even unbiased, just in the normal light, like with, I don't know. But yeah, another therapy talk. Pray for me that I can go to sleep tonight because of the caffeine. Maybe years down the road, I'll be a rancher. Maybe I'll keep trying to be a cop. I've thought about doing that, find some real purpose. Maybe this bodybuilding thing will kick off and I'll fall in love with it all over again. And that'll be all she wrote. But until then, I guess I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and try to make good videos. And hopefully you guys enjoy them. Love you. Bye.